You know that feeling when someone you care about seems slightly distant and your mind quietly fills in the rest? Nothing dramatic happened. There was no clear conflict. They still respond, they still show up, and yet somewhere inside something shifts. A subtle tightening in your chest, a thought you don't say out loud, I could be replaced. It's not loud insecurity, it's not obvious jealousy, it's something softer than that, more subtle, more unsettling. A quiet sense that if you disappeared, someone else could step into your place, and things would continue just fine. Most people don't see how heavy that feeling can be. From the outside, you look steady, independent, reasonable, emotionally mature. You don't demand reassurance. You don't create tension. If anything, you're the one who gives space. You adapt. You understand. But inside, there's a question that lingers. It hums quietly beneath everything. What makes me irreplaceable? And when that question doesn't have a clear answer, it can feel like you're standing on unstable ground. Like the floor is solid, but not fully secure. Society doesn't really understand this experience. If you speak about it, it's often reduced to insecurity, to neediness, to overthinking. The advice is simple: be more confident, relax. If they're with you, that should be enough. So you learn to silence it. You tell yourself you're being irrational. You minimize your reaction. You become the easy partner, the understanding one, the one who doesn't make subtle distance into something bigger. But this isn't weakness. It isn't immaturity. It's a pattern, and patterns always begin somewhere. What you're feeling has a name, even if people rarely explain it clearly. It's the experience of feeling replaceable in relationships, and there's more happening beneath that feeling than most people realize. At a psychological level, humans are wired for attachment. Your nervous system constantly scans for signals of closeness, for warmth, for consistency, and it also scans for shifts. Your brain doesn't need a breakup to register threat. It doesn't need betrayal. It only needs ambiguity. When closeness becomes slightly inconsistent, when tone changes, when timing shifts, your internal alarm system activates. Unpredictability in connection can feel destabilizing. So your mind begins running quiet simulations. If they're pulling back, maybe I'm not enough. If they met someone more interesting, would they choose them? If I stopped trying so hard, would they still stay? This isn't drama, it's threat detection. Your nervous system trying to prevent loss before it happens. Humans are deeply sensitive to social exclusion. For most of our history, belonging meant survival. Being replaced meant vulnerability. That wiring is still inside you. But this is where it becomes personal. The intensity of feeling replaceable often isn't just about the present relationship. It's shaped by earlier experiences. Moments where connection felt uncertain, conditional, inconsistent. Maybe affection was tied to performance. You were praised when you achieved, when you behaved, when you adapted. Love may have been warm, but slightly dependent on how well you adjusted. Or maybe the people around you were physically present, but emotionally preoccupied. You learned to read subtle shifts, to monitor moods, to adjust yourself to maintain closeness. Over time, your nervous system adapted. It learned that connection can change without warning. That staying close sometimes requires effort, attention, self-modification. In that context, feeling replaceable isn't paranoia, it's a survival strategy. If I anticipate being replaced, I won't be blindsided. If I make myself indispensable, they won't leave. If I don't need too much, I won't become a burden. These strategies are intelligent, they're protective. They helped you maintain relationships in environments where stability wasn't guaranteed. But the nervous system doesn't automatically update itself. Even in healthy relationships, it may continue scanning for signs of substitution. The modern world intensifies this. Comparison is constant. Options appear endless. Your brain interprets abundance as potential threat. If there are infinite choices, what makes me chosen? When you compare yourself to others, your brain activates both reward and threat systems. It's not shallow, it's biological. You are wired to assess where you stand. So, when someone you care about gives attention elsewhere, even innocently, your system may register it as evidence. See, you're interchangeable. But here's something rarely discussed. The fear of being replaceable often coexists with adaptability. You can fit into different spaces, connect with different personalities, adjust your tone, your energy, your interests. That flexibility is a strength. It makes you easy to be around. It smooths relationships. And yet, the more adaptable you are, the more you might quietly wonder what remains constant underneath. The hidden cost of flexibility is sometimes invisibility. Some people equate being irreplaceable with being needed. If someone depends on you, you feel secure. But healthy relationships are built on choice, and choice can feel less stable than necessity. If someone is with you because they want to be, not because they have to be, your mind might still whisper they could want someone else. Different nervous systems seek safety in different ways. Some feel safest in independence, others feel safest in reinforced closeness. Neither is wrong, neither is superior. You are not a placeholder in someone's life. You are a specific history, shared humor, private language, accumulated moments that cannot be duplicated exactly. Someone else can fill a role, but they cannot recreate your history. Feeling replaceable is not proof that you are. It's evidence that connection matters deeply to you. It's your attachment system trying to protect you from surprise. There is nothing broken about that. And sometimes understanding the pattern is the first form of safety. If this feeling felt familiar to you, you're not the only one who experiences it. Many people quietly carry the same question inside them. Am I truly irreplaceable to someone? Understanding where that feeling comes from is often the first step toward feeling safer in your connections. Thank you for spending these minutes here. If this video resonated with you, you can support the channel by leaving a like and subscribing for more psychological insights like this. There are many more patterns about the human mind that we rarely talk about, but that explains so much about how we feel. And maybe the next one will help you understand yourself even a little better